There we go. Well, welcome to another Team G'day call. My name is Jamel Bookaboo, 2-star executive with Longevity. I'm happy to have everyone on the call today, whether you are an active Longevity distributor, somebody interested and wants to know more, or somebody that's just calling in and I can't see you, but I can see Kev. G'day, Kev. And so, what did I say about pressing the record button? I said I'll press record. I'll press record and people will start entering. But anyhow, we've got people from Longevity in all different groups, and if you already have a current Longevity ID number, at the end of the call, if you're not connected, contact your upline. If this is the first time you've listened to what we're about to say, contact the person that you think resonates with you the most. My name is Jamel Bookaboo. TeamGoodday.com is the site I've set up. And I'm very happy to have Ken and Elayne on today. Ken Smith and Elayne Asher. I met Ken and Elayne, would have been 2 years ago in March. The same time I met Kev McDonald and Dr. Wallach. I got on a plane and wanted to fly to America to find out if Longevity was real, the people were real, the other distributors were real. So I think as Aussies we want to do those sorts of things, and that's where I met Kev McDonald. We pretty much did the same thing. Ken and Elayne received an award that year. So I'm very happy to be associated with Longevity and also the other distributors, not only in my upline and downline, but across line as well. So Ken is a leader in network marketing with years and years of experience, and I can tell you he has taught me a lot of valuable information, and we're going to share that today. And with no further ado, Ken and Elayne, welcome to the call.
Thank you.
And it is great to have you on. This is being recorded audio only, and it will be uploaded to YouTube or Facebook later, maybe today or tomorrow. But Ken, you're a mate with Longevity, and Dr. Wallach really has put us in a unique position. And Elayne also, I've learned a lot from you. So today on today's call, I'd like you to just tell us a bit about your story. Ken, what got you into Dr. Wallach and Elayne and Longevity, and also what would you like to share with us about the Longevity opportunity and the health testimonials you may have and you'd like to share with us? Welcome to the call.
Okay, thanks, Jamel. That's fantastic. Look, it's a fairly basic story with me. I was looking for something to build a secondary income, to have something for retirement, something that I could depend on and something I could control, because governments love to take pensions away, and they mess with superannuation funds and all of those things, and you can never have any guarantee. And so basically I was looking for something like that. So I was on the edge of the network marketing industry, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry and an industry that I'm very, very proud to be around. And then I found Doc Wallach and the authenticity of Doc Wallach and the efficacy of his products and those things, without getting too technical, was, I guess, what drew it to me. But the reality of people being real, I know it's a bit of a funny phrase, but you can sit out and talk to Doc or you talk to Steve and you know their heart is on their sleeve. And that's really what drew me to this business. And I've been around the business itself for certainly the whole 20 years that we're celebrating next year, and a little bit of closet time before that. I've known Doc probably 26 years. As far as health, I've been pretty healthy most of my life, but I went through a bit of a downtime where I had Ross River and glandular fever both, and I got really on solid protocol there, and that's been turned around. 3 years ago, I had a motorcycle crash. I had to have lots and lots of product to rebuild the leg and get all that all happening. So that's that part of it. And
although at the time of Ken's accident, we had an awesome report insofar as the surgeon, when they were putting in what's called the pin down Ken's leg, the surgeon told Ken afterwards that he was absolutely amazed at the complexity of the bone matrix in Ken's leg, that he actually had to hammer what's called the pin down the leg, whereas in younger people, often athletes, he simply drops this pin down the shin.
The bone
marrow. There's no bone marrow.
Wow.
So, I mean, that in itself is pretty awesome, thanks to the products.
And what I might add about that, he actually did a nutritional profile, which I have, and obviously a private document, which I would share around, but in fact, next time you and I get together, I'll show it to you. But he did a complete nutritional profile because he couldn't believe how good it was. And then he gave me that profile and said, look, take this out of the hospital because, I did it privately and it wouldn't. I do have that opportunity.
So the products are amazing, and for me, I inherited the business of network marketing when Ken and I put our lives together, and I have to say I really love it because I am about helping people achieve their dreams, always have been, even in the corporate world. It's about building up the young people and new employees that come through so that they can achieve their dreams and move on to management or wherever they want to. And it's exactly the same in this industry. So network marketing is about helping others achieve their dream, and then you achieve yours. There's nothing better.
And Ken, I know you've had a lot of network marketing experience. So I've heard Steve Wallach say what makes longevity different is, we've got Dr. Wallach, of course, that's got that book in the Smithsonian, been nominated for a Nobel Prize in Medicine and speaks at the UN regularly. But he has put up his own money to challenge the FDA and been very successful because he felt like it was the right thing to do. And I've also heard Steve Wallach say it's the range of products that longevity has. We are a wellness company, but it's the range. We've got thousands of products and services. Ken, what would you say would be unique about longevity in your opinion? And in Australia, what would you like to share with people listening to the call about what makes longevity different to other direct selling companies?
Well, look, we're not a razzle-dazzle company. We're the best-kept secret. We're a 20-plus-year-old startup, really. We're a company that does things for the reason of doing stuff that works, and we're not a company that, we pay early and often rather than too late, too little. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But it's about staying authentic with yourself and with the people you're dealing with, and deal heart to heart with people. And I met an amazing guy this morning, and he'll probably have a board with you've just got to, if my advice for people is, you've got to get in, you've got to listen to your mentor and your upline and the person that brought you in, and then you've got to, I think, you've got to take it seriously. You've got to get up in the morning with a smile on your face. You've got to stay up a little late, but don't get bogged down in things. Even if you put an hour a day intelligently 5 days a week into this business, you'll build yourself it's an industry that isn't going away. And we've got the best story. We've got the only real Doc Wallach. And even Doc Wallach's Dead Doctors Don't Lie recording was procured and used by 4 other companies, which we won't name, and he was even happy about them doing that. But and they built massive companies. So all I'm saying is authenticity, listen with both ears, smile with all your teeth, and just go into the marketplace. There you go, I gotcha. Go into the marketplace and be authentic and be willing to help people. And don't worry about the first 6 months, whether you make money, don't make money. Get healthy, get well, believe in yourself, believe in the people around you. That's all I can pass you out. We can give you seminars on everything, but the truth is, if you're not up to doing it, if it isn't in your heart, all the seminars in the world won't help.
Yeah, and I mean, personally, I was diagnosed with lifelong asthma, and I threw my Ventolin inhaler away last year. And I always say consult your doctor or a healthcare professional. But if it wasn't for Dr. Wallach's information and the supplements he talks about and applying that, I would be probably wheezing on this call now, and I probably would have had a puff of Ventolin or two today already. And that I don't do that anymore. I don't need to. But Elayne, I remember you were telling me about your eyes. Where you went to the. I've kind of put you on the spot there, but you know, your eye health is very, very good, right?
Thank you for that. Well, let me say, at my tender age, I went to the optometrist for a checkup for the first time in 3 years, and it was simply I didn't think that my eyes had changed. It was just simply, why not get a new pair of glasses? So I went and had the eye test with the optometrist first time in 3 years. He did all the testing, and of course he had all the forms there beside him, and he was taking down his statistics. And at the end of the checkup, he said to me, "So, what's your tell me your date of birth again?" It's like, really? You know, you've got all that information. Anyway, he wrote it all down, and I said to him, "So, have my eyes changed? Do I need new glasses or anything?" And he said, "No, actually, your eyes may have got a little bit better, but you certainly don't need a new script." I went, "Oh, really?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "After 3 years, that's pretty awesome. So well done." He said, "Even the macula in the back is in perfect health." He said it's the health of like a 20-year-old. So thank heavens for all the longevity products. And I just think it's a hoot that he had to double check my age.
Well, that's fantastic. And, you know, all of
You must have been.
Go ahead, Jen.
You must have been annoyed because you're only 19.
Yeah, right.
That's right. Well, it is unique that, you know, we do have these stories, and you can always say, well, you know, it's a coincidence or something else with a factor of this, and we always say consult your doctor. But just the fact that I do not have an inhaler, for me, even if I wasn't making money in longevity, and Ted Anderson's one of my associates, it's very successful in longevity, and he said, well, he's a very successful businessman before longevity, but he said even if he wasn't doing longevity for income, you'd still be telling people about what happened, what you've done. Also, I'd be sneezing all the time. I had allergies, and that doesn't happen anymore. And the joint pain that I used to wake up with is gone. So, before I forget, if you want to give out your contact information too for people listening, and also when this goes to YouTube, do you want to give out your contact information now?
Okay, no problem, Jamel. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Just longevityleader@gmail.com is an easy way to find me. The other thing is 61411601110. And if it was somebody in America that wanted to call me, I'm available on a US number of 303-800 6222.
Terrific. And my contact number's
wherever I am in the world, if you're in the US.
Excellent. My number's +61 466 984938. Get me jamelbookerbill@gmail.com, and also the website I set up, teamg'day.com. That's teamgday.com, one word, of course. And this is something that's very exciting too when direct selling is done the right way. Basically, Doc Wallach has chosen this because he's taking that extra bit of cost that you spend in getting your products in a supermarket like Coles or Woolies. You're competing for shelf space, and you've got advertising, and that's all taken out of the equation. Doc has chosen to use a very generous compensation plan. If you know a bit about direct selling, look at the longevity compensation plan. It's a very generous plan. And he wants people like Ken and Elayne to be able to get paid well for their time to inform others about the longevity opportunity. There is a great new video called the Betterment video. If you haven't already seen it, it is at teamg'day.com. But the core of us is nutrition, and then we are a wellness company around that. So we have about 10 minutes or so. So what I'd like to do is open up the call for Q&A. If you do have a question or a comment for Ken and Elayne, just unmute yourself first, and then just introduce yourself, and if you can ask your question, and Ken and Elayne will be happy to respond there. I'm just seeing that, just make sure you're unmuted too. So I'm going to open up the call. If you'd like to ask a question, just introduce yourself, and we'll go from there. I can see people talking, but their microphone's muted.
You muted everybody out.
Me? I don't think I did. See, I'm working off an iPad. Well, if I have muted people out, I'm very sorry. But if you can hear me, just say something, and we can go from there. I can't really move this iPad around like I could before. So I can see Kev's on the call. Kev, if you can hear me, if you can unmute yourself, and otherwise it might be my end.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
I'm unmuted now.
Awesome. Well, this is awesome, Kev. Kev's pretty awesome. We had Kev's story last week on the call. Kev was in the army, had multiple injuries with bone joints and so forth. But Kev, any comments, questions for Ken and Elayne, something that we can share? This is going to be uploaded, the audio version, but people might find helpful.
Oh, I should have something good to ask, but I've just got home from doing the school run, and I was just quietly listening in and enjoying what everyone's got to say. Because I know these guys pretty well, and they've done so much to help me. I mean, I would have probably dropped out of this business 2 years ago if I hadn't met these guys. There's no financial benefit to the support that they've given me. I just want to express how grateful I am to them for everything they've ever done for me. But question-wise, I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Well, that's pretty similar for me. I mean, Ken and Elayne have done things for me they definitely didn't have to, and didn't get there's no financial benefit, except we're all passionate about what we do. I speak to a lot of people, and the Dr. Wallach's story, so many people haven't heard it, and if you haven't heard it, contact one of us on the call, look in the comments on this video when I do upload it, and we can give you a lot more information. And it is a very special thing. It almost feels like I'm humbled, and also very happy to have the information that I do with the Dr. Wallach story. I can see there's a lot of callers on. If you do want to ask a question, just unmute yourself and go from there. And also,
Thank you, Jamel and Kev, for your really kind words. But let me just say, longevity is about a family, and helping everybody is what it's all about. Whatever people need, then that's what we all group together and offer. To me, that's what Dr. Wallach's foundation is. It's about helping people just have a better life. And so helping Jamel and Kevin and whoever crosses our path, we're here to help them and just be another different voice on the end of the phone. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Now I've got a few minutes remaining, but
Lovely Tony Gordon out there, and I know she's on the call. Tony, again, she's not linked to us in any way except a very deep and dear friendship. And look, that's what it's about. I mean, the old cliche of a rising tide lifts all ships, and it really is true, and where we can help, we'll help, and that's the way. As Kev says, that's the way we roll.
Thanks, Ted.
Well, at this stage, I'm gonna stop the recording, and we'll keep going. We've got another few minutes, so if you are listening to this on the recorded version, get in contact with us if you like on the information attached to this clip, and we would love to have you investigate that and contact us if you'd like. teamg'day.com. My name is Jamel, Ken and Elayne, our very special guests today.